Peace and blessings, y'all. Let me make sure that y'all can hear me. Peace and blessings. I'm gonna scoot over a little. Hey. Happy Reset Sunday. What y'all doing on this Sunday? Hopefully y'all already started your reset for today. If not, then this workshop can be your reset for Reset Sunday. So welcome to the From Burnout to Balance mini masterclass. I'm Zen, the organic goddess, and I'm a women's wellness coach, a choreographer, an aspiring doctor, a tax professional, mommy of 5. So I have a long list of accolades. We're going to call those accolades. But how y'all doing today? How's your Reset Sunday going? I am coming to y'all live from Houston, Texas. I was in Jamaica last week, but I'm making my rounds. I'm in Houston right now. So this is Houston Zen. Oh, my little baby over there sleeping. So anyways, welcome. So for those of y'all who are here for the mini masterclass, make sure y'all have a pen, your journal and your pen. Okay, make sure that you have your nourishing beverage. I'm drinking water right now. I had coconut water earlier. Make sure you're sitting in a comfortable area so that you can focus. No distractions, okay? Put your phone on silent. Tell your people that you're busy right now because you want to get the most out of this. So, one of the things with us women is that we have a tendency to want to multitask. I'm encouraging you not to multitask right now. So, if you came for the mini masterclass, there's no multitasking right now. You want to be sitting in a comfortable seat, have your drink next to you or your snack if you have fruits. Last time I had a fruit bowl, I didn't bring one up here this time. I have water. But yeah, no distractions. Close the door, turn your phone on silent. Tell your people you busy for the next hour. And make sure y'all tag a friend. Tag a friend who needs this. Send this to a friend who needs this information. A lot of us are suffering from burnout, and you don't even know that you're suffering from burnout. So, we're going to go over all that today. I am so honored and excited that you're here today. So, this workshop is all about releasing burnout, restoring your energy, and stepping into your softness without guilt. Hey, little pumpkin. Okay, that's my little 2-year-old. So I just want to let y'all know that this is a safe space. Okay. Um, y'all can always reach out to me privately, but you can just put your comments in the comment section and I will share them. I'll share them if you want, but just know that this is a safe space. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help. Um, Show up exactly as you are. No pressure, no expectations. Okay, this is just an opportunity to reconnect with your body and energy in a way that feels good. All right, so let me make sure my stuff is ready to go so that I could be of assistance to y'all today. So, again, I'm Zen, the organic goddess. I'm a women's wellness coach. I help women recover from burnout, step out of survival mode. I help y'all to heal from reproductive health issues because most of what we go through as women is preventable and reversible, okay, with some lifestyle changes. So, what I'm teaching y'all today are those lifestyle changes that could help you to get out of burnout, help you to release reproductive health issues, and come out of survival mode. Y'all, my new hair, I'm still getting used to my new hair. I've had locks my entire life. So if y'all see me touching it, it's because it's like, ooh, it's cute. But let me know if y'all could hear me. Let me know if y'all could hear me. Put a heart in the chat if you can hear me. Put a heart in the chat if you can hear me. So one of the things I'm using some high tech technology called StreamYard. And for some reason, it made me share, like, I was trying to share the StreamYard, and then it made me share y'all being in the StreamYard itself, which wasn't what I was trying to do because last time it didn't do that. But either way it goes, y'all are welcome to stay. Or you could go over to Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, and you can view me there without having to be in the StreamYard. But either way it goes, I just want to make sure y'all get the information, and please drop a heart in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Because I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. Last time I had some connection issues and it was glitching. So I just want to make sure that y'all not having any issues hearing me this time. And share, share, share. Share this with your friends, your sister, your auntie, your mama, your cousin, your daughter. Share this with them. Okay. So even if they're not experiencing burnout now, You want to make sure that you have things in place. Not even live on this one. You want to make sure that you have things in place so that you don't get to the point of burnout. Okay, that's the key here is to learn to do things so that you don't get to the point of burnout. All right, 1 second. Let me check in with people on this side. So make sure y'all put a heart in the chat if you can hear me, just so I know that we good to go. I want to make sure that we're good to go. And I'm about to go check something because I want to make sure that y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back and I'm ready to go. Ooh, no, that baby. Why that girl? Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So I got about 5 kids. I have 5 children. So things happen in the blink of an eye, but they're good over there. I probably have to bring the baby in here in a minute, but let's get started. So let's get started. Take a deep breath. We're actually going to start with a breathing technique. Some people call it box breathing. I'm just going to call it some grounding breath work. So let's breathe together before we start. All right. So we're here to reconnect with your body and your energy in a way that feels good. And I'm relaxed today. Y'all see I got a little t-shirt on. I got my sweatpants on or whatever, jogging pants, whatever you want to call it, because it is kind of chilly. I'm used to some tropical weather. This cold weather ain't it. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. So this is going to be the 4-4-6 grounding breath work. So you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to hold for 4 seconds. And then you're going to breathe slowly out through your mouth for 6 seconds. Okay, so we're going to do that 3 times. So let's breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Again, breathe in for 4, hold, and breathe out. Again, breathe in, hold, and out. And take it all in, y'all. Take it in. All right. I don't know if that's working, but we're just going to keep going. So, with that breathing technique, so if you notice, I kind of zoned out because I was like really getting into, I stopped counting. So, it's okay if you don't count. The count is just really a guide so that you can actually get the benefits of what the breath work is doing for you. So, next, we're going to go ahead and set your intention for today. Take a moment to place your hand on your heart. You can use either hand. I'm just using my left hand. Peace, sis. Hey, Amani. I see Amani, Naisha, LaShawn out here. I see some people joining me on TikTok. Abby. Peace, peace. So place your hand on your heart and then ask yourself, what do I need most right now? Okay. Ask yourself, what do I need most right now? Is it more energy, more ease, more softness? All right. Hold that intention in your heart as we begin. I'm thinking what I need. I'm going to say more ease for myself, even more ease, okay? And more softness. Just because I'm teaching y'all don't mean I'm exempt, all right? I'm still a person. So I have to check in with myself too. So as I'm doing this for y'all, I'm doing it for me too. So let's begin by understanding why so much of us are stuck in burnout and then what it truly takes to break free from that. I actually had to, so like as I'm preparing these workshops for y'all, I'm like checking in with myself and I'm like, am I experiencing burnout? Emotionally, no. So I would say no, I'm not. But why I was even questioning is because my body has been feeling sore. So we're gonna go over some of these things. So burnout isn't just about being tired. It's a cycle of chronic stress, overgiving, and energy depletion that leaves your body running on empty. All right. And if y'all been following me, I've been telling y'all my story about how I had recovered from burnout. It actually took me a few years because I had to like strip away layers of crap that I was going through. Let me put this phone on silent. Yeah, I had to like strip away layers of crap that I was going through. Who's private chatting me? Oh, thank you. Well, Sean said thanks for the invite. Thanks for coming on, sis. So yeah, I had to strip away the layers of burnout, and it took a few years because part of it had to do with the relationship I was in at the time. And long story short, we were growing apart. All right. I've matured, so I don't like to like blame people for things. That's not a healthy way of dealing with stuff. I just know that him and I grew apart, and in that growing apart, we had to let it go because our values and our views in life were not in alignment. So, common signs of burnout is waking up exhausted even after sleeping, okay? Waking up exhausted, feeling numb, disconnected, or emotionally drained. And this numbness could be numb in the vagina too. All right. So if you feel numb in your vagina, trust me, it's burnout. You're disconnected. Remember, your entire body is one unit. So if something is off, if one part is off, the entire unit is off. So another one is always feeling like there's never enough time. You're rushing around. I gotta hurry up. I'm not getting everything I need to get done. Girl, where you going? Struggling to rest without guilt. All right, struggling to rest without guilt. Oh, there's more people on here. Hey, Lexi. All right, Naisha's here. LaShawna's here. Hey, y'all. Girl, I didn't even know how y'all were in there. It's because I have my screen a little funny, so I didn't see everybody. But peace, peace. Hey. So those are some common signs of burnout. If you're like getting to the extreme side of burnout, like I was sharing with y'all for myself, you might be experiencing intrusive thoughts. Excuse me. And a couple weeks ago, I had posted a diagram showing the difference between intrusive thoughts and regular thoughts, basically. Because, people be trying to self diagnose themselves. But intrusive thoughts basically are thoughts that are distressing. They make you feel distressed and more stressed. And it's something that's like really extreme. So for me, it was like, you should just drive into that tree right now. And I'm like, oh no, let me get to the house. What is going on with me? I'm like, I went home crying. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And luckily at the time I had a support group, so I was able to I was able to connect with them and calm myself down. So that's like the extreme section of burnout. But the first four that I shared with y'all, waking up exhausted, feeling numb, disconnected, or emotionally drained, always feeling like there's never enough time, and then struggling with rest without guilt. Struggling to rest without guilt. Like, oh, I want to take a break. Oh, no, I can't take a break because I got to do something for somebody. Burnout. All right. So, three hidden burnout cycles that keep us stuck, that keep women stuck is one, the productivity cycle. Why am I talking like that? The productivity cycle. So, feeling like you must earn rest. Rest is not earned. Rest is your birthright. Okay. The overgiving cycle. All right. Always putting others first and never yourself. Sis, what y'all doing? We've all been there. I'm not judging you. Sorry. We've all been there. I've been there. And it could be so like discreet. Like you could be putting yourself second and not even really realizing. So like a little small example is like always taking a quick shower. Oh, I'm about to go shower real quick. And then while you're in that bathroom, you got your phone, you texting people, you on the toilet texting and talking to people. As soon as you get out the shower, you're texting and talking to people. Did you really give yourself some time? Like, put the phone down, all right? um, what else? The stress loop. So we got the productivity cycle, the overgiving cycle, and then the stress loop. So your body is stuck in fight or flight mode. And that's really survival mode. All right. So if you on the live, make sure y'all tap my screen, like the live. I see a few little hearts here and there. Let me know you're feeling this. Let me know you're here. Let me know that you're hearing me. Because I want to make sure that y'all get this information. If I got to start over, I will start over. All right. Peace, Jinda. And why I say that is because this stuff is so important. We are the foundation of our communities. All right. Women are the foundation of our communities. Our community is only as healthy as our womb. So if we having reproductive health issues, then it's going to reflect in our community. We have to take our power back, y'all. There is no reason for us to be living in lack. That's something that was made up, okay? As women, we are the source. As soon as we have a baby, it's milk coming out of our breasts. All right? When the children, even if you don't have your own kids, the children follow the women. We got to look at that and really honor that about ourselves. We are the source. We are the right? No lack. We are abundant naturally. Even if you feel like, oh, I don't have money and all this kind of stuff, girl, you got breath, you have life, you have abundance in so many other ways. Like, I started looking at my abundance differently. I have 5 children. People like to shame women when they have a bunch of kids. All right. I look at myself and I said that is very abundant. I have an abundance of children because I have 5. And they came. I mean, each one has their challenges, but they're here and they're thriving. So let's look at ourselves from a different perspective of in a positive light. All right. So you might be very creative or very artistic or good with doing hair, or good with cooking, or good with talking. Like we, our abundance shows up in so many different ways. It doesn't always have to be like cash, even though that's nice too. And ain't nothing wrong with having money, but don't. What I'm saying is, don't downplay yourself because one area is stronger than the other. That's fine. You can learn from somebody else and learn how to do that something else that you feel is lacking. So let's shift the mindset. All right, we're shifting your mindset. Burnout isn't who you are, it's just a pattern, and then patterns can be broken. So I always see stuff where they'd be like, oh, it takes 21 days to create a new habit. Sometimes. So the average is actually 60 days to create a new habit. So if it's taking you longer than 21 days, it's okay. The key is to do a little bit at a time to really get that shift in. Okay. So let's start by clearing out the stress and emotional weight that's keeping you exhausted. Y'all ready for that? This is where the first ritual comes in. This is the burnout detox. So we're doing 3 rituals today. The first one is the burnout detox. Yes, take notes, y'all. Take notes. I hope y'all got y'all journals. I'm gonna have a replay available. Um, this for y'all, okay? This for us. This for us. Because even though I have these 5 babies, I can be beating the kids all the time. Like, we don't need that. Then I'm gonna be contributing to the problem. I remember reading Queen of Fool's book too, Heal Thyself. And she's like, before you have children, you need to be detoxing. You need to be cleansing your body and purifying yourself, you and your partner, so that we can bring healthy, whole children into this world. Most of us not thinking on those levels. We just thinking, "Oh, I want to have a baby. I want to have a baby," which ain't nothing wrong with that. But you got to remember, whatever is going on with you is going to transfer into that baby, whether it be physical problems, mental problems, emotional problems, spiritual problems. Like, where you at? And I like to say, take your time, have your children when you're in your 30s, and stop listening to these people telling you that there's something gonna be wrong with you at 30 something. like after 30 is a bad time to have kids. It's not. It's actually way better because your mental capacity is way better. I have two sets of kids, y'all. This is how I say it. I have two sets. My first set, so my son is 17 so it's 17, 14, and 12. And then my second set is 2 and 7 months. So I have a little space. So I had my first set in my 20s and my second set in my 30s. And it is a completely different me. I am more patient and more understanding. I could see the child for themselves more. I could see them when I was younger too, but I don't, because I'm like so centered in myself, I don't have like extreme stress with them. And y'all can see my face. Like, I don't have no darkness under my eyes. The baby is actually sleeping at night. Like, look, this practice is work. It's a lifestyle. These practices work. Okay, it's a lifestyle. So let's get to the burnout detox. So, ritual number one. So, before we can restore energy, we need to release things that are draining it, cut it off. So, what are the top three things in your life that feel most draining right now? And I want you to write these things down. So if you don't have no journal, get you a piece of paper and write it down. So, three things. What are the top three things that are draining you right now? And I'm about to copy and paste this in the little chat so that y'all could have this. Yeah, make sure y'all tag your friends, tag your mama, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, your daughter, your niece. Tag them. If you have younger girls, let them come and sit down and listen. Because can I? Oh, I can't even comment on my own stuff up there. Even if they're not experiencing burnout, you want them to be aware. You want people to be aware of what's going on with them, especially our younger girls, because we don't want them to grow up and repeat the patterns that we've repeated. No, I don't want to see my kids going through what I've been through. So write down the top three things in your life that's most draining to you right now. Okay? I'm trying to think what is most draining to me. Hmm. Why is this thing glitching like that? Anyway, I hope y'all can see me on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. The replay will be available later. All right, so when y'all finish writing those three things down, put a number three in the chat, please. Put a number three in the chat when you're done writing those three things that are draining you. Just write a number three. Hey, hey, hey. So put a number three in the chat if you're done writing down those three things so I can know it's time to move on. Okay, I see somebody. Hey, Lexi says she got hers down. Yeah, let's write it down. No. People on TikTok always be trying to join the live. Nope. You can tap the screen though. Tap the screen, like it, share it with your people. Okay, Amani says she's done. All right, so let's move on. So this is called the burnout release method. Okay, so I want y'all to close your eyes and visualize your stress as the color in your body. Okay, so close your eyes and visualize your stress as a color in your body. So let me see. My mind is telling me it's purple. Okay, whatever that stress is that I'm dealing with is purple. So breathe into that space and imagine it softening and dissolving. So, whatever that stress is, visualize the color, breathe, and then imagine it softening and dissolving. And with each exhale, let go of the energy that you no longer need. You see how powerful we are, y'all? You can just do that. You can do that and help your body to release the stress. So again, you're closing your eyes, visualizing the stress in your body as a color. So what color is it? Hold it in your thoughts. Breathe into that space and imagine it softening and dissolving. And with each exhale, let go of the energy. So breathe in and release it out your body. Awesome. So how does that feel? Do y'all feel it moving out? I'm gonna check in with y'all at the end of the session, okay? So make sure y'all stay to the end so you can get the full benefits of what we're about to do because there's 3 rituals and then we're gonna lock it in. So 2 other things that you can do as a daily burnout detox practice, and this is called the shake it off method. Look, I said I was gonna get up and show y'all. Cause I'm like, we be playing. All right, so if you feeling stressed, stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Here, I'm gonna move this camera down. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and shake. Okay, shake, 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 especially in your hips. You want to shake your hips out. All right. This is when twerking is so important. Too bad it's called twerking, because it's actually part of our natural healing process. Okay, shaking like that, shimmying, shaking and shimmying. We need that as women. Okay, it's just been perverted a little bit. But forget about the perversion part and realize that you can shake the tension out of your body. So just like how we just visualize it, you can do the shake it off method. If you want to play some music to go along with it, play some music to go with it and get your energy up even more. Okay, so that's one daily burnout detox process. So we're getting rid of the stress out of our body. The next one is a 5-minute burnout reset. So you're going to pause whatever is going on with you, just stop. What she said, I like that one. Yes. So this one, you're going to just stop doing whatever you're doing. Breathe. So like how we did the 4-4-4-6 breath earlier. You could do that, or you could just do some deep breaths and make sure that your abdomen is rising when you breathe in and collapsing when you breathe out. Stretch. So I like to do a lot of neck and shoulder stretches because that's where I hold a lot of tension. Stretch it out. You can stretch at your chair too. I mean, if you're not able to get up right away, if you're in the car, you could do like this. Okay, stretch and reset. All right. You know it's a good breath to do too. Why is that glitching like that? All right, I hope y'all hearing me good. Another breath to do is do that. It might sound alarming to the people around you, but we're not worried about them. We worried about ourselves. Do that sometimes. Sometimes I do that. If I feel like I'm doing too much, like I feel like I'm like riled up a little bit, I just do that. I'm like, okay. And you'll be surprised what happens. So the 5 minute burnout reset is pause, breathe, stretch, and reset. Okay? Because ain't nothing that serious in life. It's our perspective. What are we thinking about and what are our values? Do we value our health first? Or do we value the things outside of ourselves before our health? All right. All right. So that was ritual number one. Now that we've released some of that built up stress, let's talk about how to restore your energy in a way that feels natural and sustainable. Okay. So ritual number two is about feminine rhythms and sustainable energy. So, as a woman, our energy is not meant to be the same every single day. That is not feminine. Okay, that is very masculine. So when you honor your body's natural rhythm, burnout disappears. Last time I talked about cycle syncing and how to identify which phase of your cycle that you're in. And this has to do with your menstrual cycle and the 4 different phases leading up to your menstrual cycle. So there's 3 different cycles that we actually live in, and we tend to ignore these. Okay. So you have your daily cycle. So when you're doing work, your work should be done in 90-minute energy waves. So you do like little bursts of work and then take a break. Work for 90 minutes, take a break. So that's one way. That's a daily energy cycle. The next one is your menstrual cycle, like I was saying before, cycle syncing. So this is different energy levels throughout the month. And it goes like this. Okay. And it keeps coming up. We're very wavy, like the ocean. Then you have the lunar cycle. The lunar cycle is your emotional and creative cycles. So you might not feel super creative all the time. You might feel emotional more than other times. It's all right. Emotions, and this is the thing that we don't really acknowledge. Our emotions are the love language from our spirit. So because we've been taught to like suppress our emotions and oh, don't cry, be strong. No, let it out. Each tear is different too. So happy tears is different from sad tears. And it's a reason why it's coming out because your body is letting you know to let it go. If you're angry, you got to reframe your boundaries. All right. So you have different emotional and creative cycles. That's the lunar cycle. That's the lunar cycle. So that's in alignment with the moon. So let's get your pen ready, y'all. We're doing a mini exercise again. First of all, before I move on to that, have y'all? Oh wait, we about to ask you a question similar to this, but do you notice the different cycles? Can you identify the different cycles, like just within the past week? Do you notice your daily cycle or your menstrual cycle or your lunar cycle? I know I had like some creative bursts in there during the week, this past week. And then I feel like I'm in a, first of all, I'm nursing a baby, so I'm not fully in my menstrual cycle, but I feel like I was in the ovulatory phase where my energy was pretty high and steady. And then emotional and creative cycles, the lunar cycle. Was I very creative this week? Not really. Kind of, but not really. That's going to probably come this week. So, if y'all's pen is ready, what was the one before that? What are you talking about, Amani? So we talked about the daily cycle, menstrual cycle, and lunar cycle. And then I did post about how to sync your cycles for the menstrual cycle rhythm. All right, so write down your current energy level. Is it high, medium, or low? I feel like mine was medium and it's getting higher. Because anytime I do this work with y'all, yes. Okay, you got it. Anytime I start doing this healing work with y'all, my energy just be like, if you notice, I'm like sitting up more. Whereas in the beginning, I was just like, yeah. But now I'm like, oh, hey. Okay, so is it high, medium, or low? And then think back to the week. Think back. How has your energy fluctuated this week? Okay, so you said yours started off low and it got higher. Okay, no problem. Excitement. Let me make sure I'm not. Yeah, so the whole purpose of that is to just check in with yourself. It's important to just check in with yourself. Where are you at? And then are you honoring that? If it's low, maybe you just need to rest or rub your feet or drink some warm tea. Okay, so it's low today, but you had a high week. Okay, yeah. So this is a reset. Today's reset for you. It may be different for somebody else. All right. And then the thing is, again, is to just honor where you're at. It's okay if your energy is not, through the roof like that. Maybe you just really need to nourish your body today. Drink some soup. Girl, I keep forgetting I'm a look, drink soup is a Jamaican thing to say. Anyway, drink soup, drink tea, get your fruits, make sure you're getting hydrated. Um, Take that hot bath, rub your feet down, put a little hot pad on your back if it's hurting. Like, check in with you. If your energy is high, then maybe this might be the time for you to get that project started that you've been putting off. Oh shoot, I got a project. Let me get it. Let me get to it. So the purpose of the check-in is to just see what you could be doing during that time. So let's see what's next. Okay, so ritual number 3. Now that you understand your energy flow, let's talk about the most important piece. And that's how to rest deeply without guilt. Okay, so ritual 3 is the art of deep, guilt free rest. Okay, so let's get into it. Rest is not a reward for hard work. No, rest is not a reward for hard work. It's actually fuel for your body. Okay, but most of us feel guilty for resting. So most of y'all know me. I am working on my medical degree to be an MD. Sorry, I feel like dust is on my nose or something. But them people, they be trying to work us to the bone in medical school. They be they talking about doctors are soldiers and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I gotta rest. So there's days when I just be like, and it's not me just like, oh, on Tuesday I'm gonna be tired that day. No, it'll be like I wake up one day and I'm like, nah, this don't feel like I need to be going anywhere. I don't even feel like doing this today. And when I do that, it turned out to be a day where we didn't need to go anywhere anyway. Somebody either canceled or like our instructors canceled or something got rescheduled. So I started really leaning into that because I'm like, y'all not gonna have me looking old before my time, first of all. And then two, I gotta listen to my body because when I get sick, they're not coming to my house to take care of me. And then I'm not trying to be in no hospital anywhere in the world. And then especially not in Jamaica because it's hot. It's hot for one and they move slow. So I had to be mindful of that. Just take my time and really just listen and not feel guilty or not allow people to make me feel guilty also because people be trying to make you feel guilty for saying I gotta take a pause. I used to go to bed at 7, 8 o'clock at night during medical school because I'm like, I gotta go to sleep before I start studying. I would take my behind to bed. All right. So it takes practice though, because I used to be one of them people, right? Island time. Girl, I mean, I would keep a schedule, but there's just days where your body is just like, hey, you, stop. And then you got to just be like, yes, yes, you right. Because, I mean, I understand that as a working person, like if you have a 9 to 5, that's not always the easiest thing to do. So you got to be real creative in how you can get that rest in, whether it's meal planning or going to bed earlier, turning off them screens, all that type of stuff. So there's 3 levels of feminine rest. You have physical rest. Excuse me. Every time I drink and talk, y'all, I be burping and stuff. All right, let me slow down. So physical rest is one of the feminine rests. So sleep, body care, and deep relaxation. So, you know, getting in that bath, going to the spa, whatever it is, but you need physical rest, going to bed early like I talked about earlier. 2 is mental rest, so less screen time and slowing down your thoughts. Breath work will help you slow down your thoughts. So the 4-4-6 breath work or the deep sigh. But turning them screens off too. Get away from the screen, go outside. If it's cold, stare out the window. Okay, don't make an excuse. Find a way to get away from the screen. Close your eyes. Okay. But the screens is including the TVs, the phones, the computers, the tablets. Okay, they're actually very draining and exhausting for our bodies and your mental. It's a lot of information being taken in at once and real fast bursts of information too. So you want to cut that out sometimes. And then the third one is emotional rest. So letting go of over explaining. So if people don't have the same life views as you, it's all right. We just gonna have to agree to disagree. All right. Or just smile and nod. Don't over explain. And then, of course, framing your boundaries. So let's go through a rest permission exercise. I want y'all to close your eyes and remember to take a deep breath while you're doing this. So close your eyes. Imagine giving yourself full permission to rest. And that can sound like it's okay. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to lay down. It's okay to close your eyes. It's okay to stop. I give my I give myself permission to slow down and rest. I give myself permission to slow down and rest. No guilt. No, I should be doing something. None of that. Just deep, full body relaxation. Okay, so this is something that you can do for yourself on a regular, feel that overwhelm and that tiredness. So tonight, so here's a simple nighttime wind down ritual that I want y'all to try. I want you to give yourself 15 minutes of true rest. So no screens, all right, no phone, no computer, no TV, none of that. Turn it off. Just stillness. Y'all hear the pause? Stillness. Be still. Place your hand on your heart. Place your hand on your over your womb. Wrap yourself in a blanket. Just really get into that nurturing aspect of yourself and just wind down. This is before you go to bed tonight. All right, so let's seal in the shift. This is called the integration. This is called activation and integration. So all what I've shown you, we're gonna seal it in with a final activation. So before we close the session today, I want to invite you into a deep, restful activation where you'll feel what it's like to be fully balanced, soft, and replenished. Okay? So find a position that feels safe and comfortable. If you're sitting in a chair, relax your back, relax your neck. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you joined too. So sit with your back either supported or laid down, whichever one feels good for you, and gently close your eyes and take some slow, deep breaths in. Okay, a slow, deep breath in and breathe out. Make sure when you're breathing in, your stomach is rising, your chest is rising, and when you breathe out, it's going back down. So this is grounding your nervous system. Okay, this is calming down your nervous system and helping you to fully receive this activation. So you're shifting out of stress into balance. So we're going to do another deep breathing. This is the 478 method. So each one is a little bit different, but essentially it's doing a similar thing as before. So you want to breathe in deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. So breathe in and hold at the top for 7 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, and slowly exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. And just let everything go. We're going to repeat it 2 more times. So breathe in for 4, hold for 7, and slowly exhale for 8. One more time, breathe in, hold, and exhale. So feel your body settling and softening as if you're sinking into the most comfortable space, fully supported. So all that tension in your neck should be released. All the tension in your back should be released. The tension in your hips and your pelvis should be released. So I want you to scan your body from from head to toe. Okay. So if there's any tension left, if there's any tension in your jaws, your shoulder, your belly, just gently relax those areas. There's nothing you need to do right now. Just be. Just breathe it out your body. Now I want you to imagine yourself 6 months from now, a version of you who is fully stepped into balance, ease, and deep feminine nourishment. See her waking up in the morning, not rushing, not pushing, but moving with softness, intention, and deep peace. Notice, excuse me, notice how she breathes deeply, how her body feels light yet powerful, how she carries a sense of magnetism and ease in everything she does. She no longer feels guilty for resting. So she no longer feels guilty for resting because she knows that rest is what makes her powerful. She no longer forces her energy, she trusts it, she follows it, and it supports her effortlessly. Feel what it's like to be completely at home in your body, to trust your energy, to feel soft, radiant, and effortlessly magnetic. Attract things into your life. Okay, we're not chasing, we're attracting, magnetizing ourselves. Now imagine stepping forward and merging with her. Feel her energy become yours because she is you, the most nourished, balanced version of you. So place your hands on your heart and your womb, and let's seal in this shift with deep self acknowledgement. I want you to repeat these affirmations either silently or whisper them softly to yourself. I am safe to slow down. I am safe to slow down. Rest is my birthright. Rest is my birthright. I trust my body's natural rhythms. I trust my body's natural rhythms. My softness is my power. My softness is my power. Gently bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and take a moment to notice, how does your body feel now compared to when we started? And I want y'all to comment in the chat what has shifted. All right, let us know in the comments what has shifted. I know for me, I don't feel so tense in my shoulders as before, or my back. So, this feeling that y'all feeling now, this deep balance and ease, this is just the beginning. Okay, this is just the beginning. This is like tip of the iceberg, icing on the cake. Imagine what's possible when you fully integrate these practices into your daily life, right? So Mani says she feels relaxed and less tense. Lexi says she feels lighter and more at peace than she did before. Ooh, I love that. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy that these simple practices does something for y'all in this short amount of time. Imagine what it does when you're consistent, okay? Imagine what happens when you fully integrate this into your lifestyle, into your daily routine. Okay, I was waiting to see if anybody else was sharing how they feel now. Hey, thanks for liking the live. So these are practices that I teach my group coaching clients. So we have a course called Me Time. So inside the Me Time, we go beyond this experience. Okay, I teach y'all how to live a life without burnout. All right. So burnout is no longer an option, and balance becomes your new normal. Let's see. I see some more comments coming in. I feel, oops, why did that do that? I feel empowered and determined to be at peace. Ooh, yes, absolutely. Thank you, LaShawn. She said this is interesting. Is that what you meant to say? I think you typing fast. So yeah, I teach this in my group coaching course, the Me Time program. I actually base it on things that really worked for me and worked for my clients in terms of getting them out of burnout and living a peaceful life, a joyful life, reversing reproductive health issues, reversing any other chronic illnesses like hypertension. Um, Remember that chronic stress is the root of our illnesses because it's like this it's like a revolving door. We keep going in and out the same, like the stress is the door and you just keep going in and out. What she say? Yes, awesome. No more sickness. You just keep going in and out, more stress to less stress. You got to come out that door. And in order for you to do that, you have to You got to eliminate stress, and then you need guidance to be able to do that. Because a lot of us are coming from places where, for example, our mothers or our grandmothers or our aunties, whoever raised us, they're just pushing. They're just pushing. They're forcing themselves to do stuff. They're working these unfulfilling jobs. We might be in an environment um, where we don't feel progressive. We're not being encouraged to be progressive. We're not supported in those ways to, excuse me, to push and reach our goals. But a lot of that is just a reflection of ourselves. Okay, how are we treating ourselves? When we start to treat ourselves royal, like the goddess that we are, then everything in our environment shifts. Okay, so the top of your list has to be self-care. So that's what I teach in the Me Time program. I actually have 6 ladies in the current group. We're getting ready to phase into the next group starting in April. So if y'all are interested in really delving into making lasting changes in your life, then this is something that I encourage y'all to do. And just being honest, just being honest, I need serious women who are serious about these lifestyle changes. All right. And why I'm emphasizing that is because we think that we can do things quick, like a quick fix. All right. I just made it to 40, y'all. I just had my 40th birthday. And I used to say, like, when I was going through my healing process from 19 all the way to 32 or so, I'm like, all them 19 years of bad habits, I had to reverse them. And some of them were just things that I picked up because that's what we learned from our family members. All right. Not because I just actually chose it. I had to go and reverse those too. But I didn't do it alone. I read books, I took courses, I went through rites of passages, and then I put things into practice. Okay, so I learned what I needed to learn, and then I started putting things into practice and start creating my own routine. And then always looking for more ways to refine myself and to heal myself and to release bad habits. Okay. So, for those of you who are ready to continue this journey, okay, I'm offering y'all a special bonus for the next 48 hours. So, when you join, you'll get the VIP Goddess Lux box. And this is all the Pink Nectar products. You got Jamaican black castor oil, body butter, steam herbs, um, yoni pops. That's the pH balancer. So if you're having problems with BV and yeast, if you're having reproductive health issues like, what is it called? Irregular menstrual cycles, pain, fibroids, any of that, we have herbs for that. You get a robe and slippers in this Lux box. Okay, so the signature pink nectar rose and slippers, robe and slippers. Oh my god! And then skincare line. Y'all see my skin, right? I only use my products. I don't buy stuff from the store. I have products that I offer through Pink Nectar, and then I use them. So the soap, so that's the other thing that's going to be in there. So you get a nice pH balance yoni soap. Like, yeah. I'm a product of the product, okay? The body butter. So I use the moisturizer and then I put the body butter on top, especially because I'm in a cold environment. So I have to like I gotta use layers. And then, I'm gonna throw in one more thing for y'all. It's the sea moss and oats cream. All right, so that's something that I layer on sea moss and oats, and then body butter on top for the body. So yeah, so for those of you who joined the Me Time program, you can get the Goddess Looks box. So that's only for the next 48 hours. And I have space for 7 women. And why I'm saying 7 is because I take my time with y'all. I check in with y'all on a regular basis. You have one-on-ones with me. I'm putting the link in the chat so that y'all can check it out and make your deposit. So it's a small group so that you can get the attention that you need. All right. So we set a goal. We have a private group chat that is not on social media, right? That's where we do check-ins, and then I do one-on-one check-ins, and then I do uh, 2 assessments. So you get 2 one-on-one assessments with me, so we can see where you are in your health, and then we can start addressing any health issues that you might have. The program is over a 10-week period, so we meet every other Sunday for 5 sessions, and the sessions are recorded. So if you miss a session, it's all right. You can go back and watch the replay, and then if you have questions, you can always text me or schedule a call so that we can see where you're at. But again, if you're experiencing burnout, if you're experiencing any reproductive health issues, these are the things that we would be addressing. So, hey, how y'all feeling? I know some of y'all say you feel more relaxed and less tense, and you needed this. Empowered and determined. I like to hear that. Did y'all have any questions for me? Oh my God, sorry. Did y'all have any questions for me? And I just want to remind y'all that your energy is sacred. Okay? I started talking about this earlier. Women are source. We've been oppressed in so many ways. Too many to name today. But we've been oppressed as a gender. But just know that your energy is sacred, your softness is powerful, and you are so worthy of a life that honors both. All right? You guys are so worthy of that. It's a lot of people that come into my associate circle, and I can see when people are suffering for real. Like I know I have things that I can work on in terms of like being an entrepreneur. But when it comes to my self-care, no, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. And I can see when people are actually suffering, y'all. It's just something about in this area that I'm always able to tell if you're dealing with some severe issues. Um, I guess that's just one of my gifts this lifetime. But I had an experience recently where I was in a group and it just started getting kind of interesting. And I'm like, they must, these people must have something going on with them. And one did hint to it and said that she was scared that um, she was gonna not be able to have kids again. And I'm like, you're too young to be worried about that. You barely just got into your 30s. Why are you worried about that? But women are going through stuff. Just the other day, one of my clients She said that she's having the worst period she's had in a long time, and I'm like, what changed? And us as women, we're so good at concealing our pain and sweeping it under the rug and pretending like nothing is going on. Girl, I could see all of that. I could see it. It comes out in the way that you deliver your information to people. I could be mad at you and disappointed, but I'm not degrading. Okay? When you start hearing them degrading things, people are starting to be degrading and judgmental. That's how they talk to themselves. And then that lets me know that something is going on with them. And then I just practice not taking everything personally. But it can be disturbing for me because I'm like, damn, I done been around these people and they going through all of that. Like, they need to be my clients for real. They need help. I feel bad. I be feeling bad. I'm like, damn, y'all need help. And a lot of times people don't want to take the help because we're just so used to being in one way that we think that where we're at is that's just it. No. No, why would God put us here to suffer, y'all? I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that narrative. I'm like, we got so many beautiful fruit trees, so much beautiful landscape and terrain and all these like beautiful animals and like you think God put you here to suffer it? No. That cannot ever be true. It's just our perspective, our values, our belief system that have us staying in that mindset thinking that that's just it. Even the way that the doctors put information out there and they're like, oh, well, you have prostaglandins and you're going to feel crampy when your period comes. Like, who made that up? Who said that? It don't have to be like that, y'all. I used to have severe cramps and a headache every time I would be on my period. I would take an 800 milligram ibuprofen every single period. And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to stop taking the ibuprofen and just get some rest. And then I got to the point where I'm like, I'm going to eliminate the things that are stressing me out in my life. And one of them was that relationship I was in. And another part of that was my belief system. Okay, subscribing to misogyny and patriarchy. No, that's not our design. We're nature. We're supposed to be in flow. Remember we talked about the cycles and stuff like that. But I am so happy. Thank y'all for coming on. If y'all don't have any questions, it's so good to see y'all. Much love and light to all y'all. And the link is there, so make sure y'all click the link for the Me Time program. And then look around on the website. We have weekend getaways coming up if you want to buy some body butter or a skincare set, whatever it is. Go to pinknectar.life and start hooking yourself up, okay? And budgeting for your self-love experiences. So peace and blessings to y'all. I will see y'all next time. And then I'll let y'all know when the next workshop is. So much love to you all. I will see y'all soon. Peace, peace.